Hello, my name is Kayleen Bankton, and this evening I'm going to be talking a little bit about my personal sales perspective and kind of a couple of thoughts that I have on sales for me as a career, as something that could be something that I move into, a field that I'm very drawn to. So I'm just going to give a couple of thoughts to that. And the first one that really comes to mind, though, is personally speaking, is the fact that I am thankful and blessed enough that all of my parents, meaning my parents and step-parents, are all in some form or another in corporate America. And so I have been raised with a mindset of marketplace. And I mean that in a really good way. I really have been blessed enough to watch my parents go through ups and downs of corporate life in whatever kind of industry that they're all in. And so it's kind of no coincidence that this is something I would end up, sales at least, within corporate America or within whatever industry that looks like. But sales, it's kind of ironic that that's something that I would be interested in. So but the first thing that I kind of wanted to start off with was some pros and cons for me and what is good about sales for me, what is a little bit more challenging for me. So I'll start with some pros. And one of the things that I think is that I would be really good at in sales, especially, is the relationship aspect of sales. We have learned a lot about in class, in their lectures and reading textbooks, and just seeing people firsthand within a corporate society or corporation, I should say, just seeing how much of a relationship needs to be built before an actual sale is presented. And that's something that I really enjoy, being with people, talking to people, knowing about people. So I think that's something that I would really enjoy, which also goes along with the fact that I am also very task oriented. And so I can thankfully have this kind of good balance between task and relationship. And one of the other pros that I think in the sales aspect would be the flexibility it gives for independency. I think that is something that I very much am excited about, because I like the idea of kind of running my own kind of business kind of thing, being a little bit more flexible with my time. And those are all things that kind of push towards some advantages within my personality and also just what I would want out of a career someday. I think the only major con that I have for sales in general is the kind of first initial requirement that a sale makes, and that is to call on somebody. And for whatever reason, that's something that's really hard. Once I get in front of somebody, whether that's just for sales or just for meeting with a friend for coffee or something, I just love the personal aspect, but getting there, the scheduling, the convincing them that, I'm worth their time, that's something that's kind of hard for me. So that would be a little bit more difficult for me as a con, is definitely what I would say. But is definitely something that I would want to overcome in order to make this a lasting kind of career, because I find a lot of good in it for me personally. So a couple activities that were listed on page, I think it's 39 in the book, that I would really be interested in, that would play a lot to me. The first one being entertaining. I kind of just talked about me being so relational, and I love going out to dinner, and I love having events. My mom is a great party host, and just in general for friends, and so I learn from the best. And so I think entertaining would always be a great thing to kind of, pretty much anything with food is always going to get somebody on your side. And so I think that would always be a good way to kind of incorporate business and personal and get to know someone in different aspects than just in an office. One other thing that I would really like would be traveling. I think I would enjoy that a lot because I have the luxury to travel. I am single, I'm still in college and going to be freshly out of college in 2 years, so I am not tied down with a family right now. I hope to someday, but right now I kind of have that flexibility where I don't need to be stable in one place. I can kind of go somewhere if I need to, or wherever the job kind of needs me right now, like I have that flexibility personally, which would make me really enjoy that professionally. Another thing that I would really enjoy that kind of goes along with the traveling is attending conferences. I love hearing motivational speakers, especially Christian motivational speakers, talking about the marketplace and talking about their business or what they're interested in or what they're doing. And if I'm in a company and I get to attend these conferences with, people who are so passionate about the business themselves, and that's going to make me a more passionate person about what I'm doing. And that's something that I would love. I have done with my internship that I'm currently in right now, and I very much enjoyed it. You just get to hear speakers and hear people and learn more about products or a different part of the sales cycle or a way to do this or something like that, and it just kind of expands your worldview in the sector of business, like of your profession. So I would very much enjoy that. The last thing that was on the list that I would enjoy a lot would be working with others, not only within my company, but also within others elsewhere. This section specifically was talking about like writing up orders and lost orders and things, but I also kind of took working with others as meaning just the people around me in my office. That's an activity that I think everyone has to deal with in some shape or form, no matter where they work in an office. Every office space is filled with people to some degree. And so I think working with others is something that I would really enjoy doing. I enjoy challenge and I enjoy conflict. I know that sounds kind of odd, but I enjoy working just with other people and different kind of personalities. And I think sales works a lot with that because you're dealing not only internally with your company, but externally with corporations or individuals that you're personally selling to. So overall, I think that sales is an industry that I am very much interested in. I think that when I have found something that I believe in, I want people to know about it. And that's kind of how I feel about sales is, when I work for a company that I believe in what we're doing and what we're selling and that somebody is truly going to benefit from this, then I want people to know about that. And so overall, I think I know that this is an area of that I am considering, have considered, and definitely will continue in the future for a career purpose. So that is some personal perspective on me and my idea of sales. So I hope you have a great night, Dr. Allen, and thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye-bye.